Hey viewers, you're once again welcome to my YouTube channel. As usual, I will bring you the very best. Mr. Ralph, good morning.
Morning to you.
A very popular ex-user came out crying and agitating, saying that the injustice among Nigerians to the Biafrans is too much. When a Fulani person is caught, that the Fulani herdsmen are caught, they come up with the story of helping them, sending them to a rehab home in order to get better for them. Later, they call them repented Boko Haram, repented herdsmen, and all of that. But when a Biafran person is caught freely agitating for freedom, they will kill them or either send them to prison without no mercy. Mr. Ralph, what would you have to say with this kind of news?
Thank you so much. That was an injustice going on before the rumored arrest or capture of Gento the Yahoo and Makeup and the rest of them. This was why you had someone like Ikonso, who was killed by Nigerian military on the same accusation. When they apprehend Igbo youths who are agitating for their rights, self-determination, they actually, judge them like that. Give them what? Judgment of truth at sight. They will buy them. But after arresting herdsmen, Boko Haram, imagine terrorists like Fulani bandits, they will reintegrate them into Nigerian society by allowing them into our police, into our military, the army, and they send them to rehab, even giving them amnesty, pay them money. That is what is definition, the true meaning of bigotry. People speak English, they don't know what it means. Bigotry is when you sideline a particular tribe or race in terms of this kind of struggle or crisis. In Britain, I give you an example that there was this Martin Adebi, somebody Adebi that actually committed manslaughter or murder in the United Kingdom. I'm coming to incite example here. He absconded. He killed John Bodo in the UK, absconded into Nigeria thinking he has escaped. Then British police, colluding with Nigerian police, arrested him again. Do you know what happened? Nigerian police think. They didn't know what to do. Maybe because of the IG of police then, they called the man now Martin Chukwuemeka Adebiyi. Do you see it? They want to pollute the mind of the UK government. They want to pollute the mind of the British that this culprit is of Yoruba and Igbo extraction. Instead of calling him who he is the name, three of them, not only one English name, the two na Yoruba name. Now they instigated Igbos by coming out with Igbo middle name before Adebiyi. This is the true meaning of bigotry. I know of this popular TikToker, an Igbo daughter that was paraing. They para for social media that Igbo elites are asleep, Igbo billionaires are asleep, Igbo politicians are asleep, allowing all this kind of thing happening to the Igbo youths, to the Igbo man in Nigeria. The girl is like calling Igbos to wake up, that we are too asleep, that there are many things Nigerian nation, Nigerian state is doing against the Igbo tribe. Why this kind of bigotry? The man now, Britain believe that the middle name, but they are questioning Britain. The real name, the middle name, when you offer or allow him visa, you should have known that there was no Igbo name there. But now that he has committed murder, you allow Igbo name springs up from nowhere in the middle. Why the man is thoroughly Yoruba, 100% Yoruba. So what am I saying? In the war against insurgency in Nigeria, is the Igbo man that is losing. Nigerian soldiers often put to death, shoot at sight, Igbo youths in their large number. If you could conduct your own research and case studies, you would actually find out that from 2015 till now, 2026, thousands of Igbo youths unlawfully, extrajudicially were put to death by bullets. Extralegally, they killed many Igbo youths to the level of killing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's father and mother. Let me prove. When you commit bloody acts on the palace of a king in Igbo land, you have actually polluted our tradition, customs, and culture. That's why, as a result of the kind of blood wasted on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's father's palace, as a king of that community, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was killed that day. That very day, soldiers unalived many youths on the compound of his premises, palace. Spiritually, the man was gone. Then later the Lolo, the mother of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a queen, should go after. So that's why Kanu's father died. Not up to 7 months. Kanu's mother died as well. That is Igbo culture that God has given us. Because of the pollution, they contaminated the palace of the king of His Royal Highness Eze Israel, the biological father of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then if this could be in Beni Sheikh is located in Borno State, closer to Sambisa Forest. If it is in Beni Sheikh that the youths had any altercation with the Nigerian military will face the needful and do it. They will not extend it to other communities near Beni Sheikh in Borno State. But if there is a face-off between the military and the youth at Awomama, Nigerian military will go there, unalive the entire youth in Awomama, extend it to Ihiala. Do you see the bigotry there? Shooting aside, they don't want to consider integration, they don't want to consider rehab, they don't want to consider amnesty or having what? Agreement or dialogue, because they are Igbo. These communities are Igbo communities. So Nigerian military army are coming up with this kind of politics since 1967 till date. All the 1970s Igbo youths, they don't want to see Nigerian soldiers. Like me, 80s, I don't want to see them because I don't like their look, I don't like their reaction. Their communication with Igbo youths, with Igbo people, is just bloody. Bloodshed, wasting of innocent blood in Igbo land. They don't want to hear Igbo. They don't want to listen. They don't want to look at you. All they know is pulling the trigger. That's why I developed that kind of phobia, looking at Nigerian army soldiers on their faces. Because to me, they are all brutes. They are bitch. These people are bloody bitch. They kill the two Igbo youths at sight. They don't consider at all. So you see what is going on now in Nigeria currently has actually proven that the manner Nigerian police handle Igbo case is not the manner Nigerian police handle Yoruba case. The manner Nigerian police handle Hausa case is not the manner they handle, a man from Port Harcourt, Ikwere's case. The same thing applicable to on those Delta Igbo communities. They treat their cases different. Look at what happened at the Kwama community in Delta State when the soldier was, playing a role of mediator, mediating between communities over land case, land ownership. They went there, they paid many people in that community, even the local chiefs, because someone paid them. That was during Buhari regime. During Tinubu, that was 2023. Okwama community were reduced in their large number to the level of Ijo communities in Bayelsa. They pursued them as far as from Okwama Delta State to Ijo Delta, Bayelsa. Do you know why? They have Igbo blood. They know that Okwama, if you break it into pieces, you see that is a compound word. It might be Robo and Igbo. Okwama. I don't know what to understand. They take it so aggressive, let me say, they become too extreme on, in discharging of their official duty. They will kill because we are Igbo. This is bigotry. They always sideline the Igbos, thereby petting Fulani, romancing Hausa, caressing Yoruba and the rest of other tribes in the Mid-Belt. So this time around, we've come out with our key studies and believe that the only solution to this kind of vices in Nigerian political system is dissolve the current state that is made up of Nigerian contraption, create a new one. Let us at least invite parliamentary system of government, regional government or confederacy, a situation whereby each region will be autonomous, managing their natural resources, having their police, regional police, each and every region have their own police and army. Let us just coexist. This current state called Nigeria is no longer working. I'm telling you, it's not working at all because we lack cohesion. We are no longer coexisting, and the only better, solution is to disintegrate Nigeria.
Well said, Mr. Ralph. You said it all. Now, a question also came up, like saying, even when they want to have mercy on the Igbos, when they talk about amnesty, they will collect their guns from them. But when it is time for the Fulanis, they give them amnesty. and still allow them to go with their
AK-47,
rifles, with their guns.
AK-49, yeah.
What do you think is the agenda for all this?
The agenda for all this is land grabbing. The agenda for all this is domineering ideology. That domination ideology, Fulani has been dreaming for that over years, many years, until arrival of Buhari administration in 2015. Buhari actually made up his mind to fulfill what his grandpapa, Ottoman Dan Fodio, started 3 centuries ago. Ottoman Dan Fodio was the first jihadist in West Africa that stretched from Senegambia, Futajelo Highland, from 1804 down to northeastern Nigeria state of Borno State. I don't know what you understand. He actually conquered the northwest. The entire Sokoto Caliphate are Fulani domain today. Fulani has captured Sokoto, Katsina, everywhere in the northwest. They allow this caliphate in Sokoto, and the Sultana was the head until date. The spiritual father of northwest Sokoto Caliphate is Sadwana. That is Sultana of Sokoto. And now he stretched his conquest to Kano. He overpowered Kano and took over there. Even that Queen Amina, I think, that Queen Amina, yeah, they overpowered her because they changed his, her religion, and she became a Muslim. From there, they stretched their conquest to Kanuri states of Borno. Borno believe they migrated from Sudan, it's true, and Yemen. But today, they fought hard to bring Borno down. That's why you don't have Emir of Borno. You can never have Sultan of Borno because originally they are Muslims before the arrival of Fulani in 1804. So that's why Borno did not fall till today. Ottoman Dan Fodio could not control Borno. Kanuris are there Gidimba, having large number of Christians and Muslims in Borno State. So what am I trying to say here? The agenda is land grabbing. They want to grab the entire land of Nigeria, especially the north that actually hosted them almost 3 centuries ago. They are now in control of north. As I'm talking to you now, when you see a wave-making politician, very, very famous in terms of political structures all over the regions, 4 cardinal points of north, he is a Fulani man. When you see an able-bodied, rich, opulent farmer in the north cultivating the entire land of north, making and thriving well in agriculture and farming, he is an Hausa man. Hausa man is not a desperate politician in the north. He is a good man. He might be a good Christian or traditional worshipper. They are not as desperate as Fulanis. So Fulani has actually destroyed the entire northern region because of their greed and the religious bigotry. Very late, they are not even fighting about religion again. What they are busy doing is unaliving, demising, reducing in their large number the Hausa locals or natives that actually allowed them to live among them in their land. That is.
Talking about Sultan of Sokoto, that brings me to my question. Sultan of Sokoto made a statement saying anybody that is against one Nigeria is against the north. Anybody that talks about one Nigeria is an enemy of the Fulanis. Now, a lot of people have been coming out saying, does it mean that the benefit that is coming from the southern east of Nigeria is what you are after? What about the natural resources that is in the north? The easterners are not gaining anything from this thing. What would you have to say about this? Is it just for their own benefit?
Thank you so much. They actually came with Islamization agenda using their forefather, their great grandfather, Ottoman Dan Fodio, and his daughter, I think, Nana brainwashed the entire Hausa female, while Ottoman Dan Fodio killed, pied, murdered all the Sariki, the king of the Hausas, and take over there. And they inflict them with this injury of Islam. And the Hausas were turned to Muslims, all of them. So what we are saying is that Sultan of Sokoto is after the oil wells in the north, in the south. Oil wells in Akwa Ibom belong to the entire indigenous people of Jigawa. According to a popular saying, listen, I repeat it again. Oil wells in Akwa Ibom state belongs to the entire people of Jigawa state.
In Akwa Ibom state.
In Akwa Ibom state. The owner of the oil well is Akwa Ibom. Oil well in Akwa Ibom belongs to the entire people of Jigawa state in the north. You see that kind of general saying or adage from Fulani. from Fulani oligarchs in the north. They believe that all the oil well in Anambra, Imo State, River State, Delta State belong to the Fulani. All the states in the north, I name them: Katsina State, Zamfara State, Yobe State, Borno State, Jigawa State, Birnin Kebbi, and so on, even Bauchi. They believe that our oil wells belong to them there. What is it that in the north that belong to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the king, His Royal Highness Eze Israel, in Atiaruku community in Abia State? Is it Zamfara gold? Do we benefit from Zamfara gold? Is it the bauxite or the californium and the uranium in Zamfara forest? Do these solid minerals in Zamfara, in Sambisa forest, Borno State, belong to Hope Uzodinma in Imo State? Eastern states, eastern region does not belong, benefit anything from anything in the north. What belongs to the north that God has given them? Arable land, they cultivate the land, their farm produce, we don't benefit from them. They embark on mechanized agriculture in the north, the central does not benefit from it. It is peasant farmers sponsored by states and federal we have in the north, and all their families, they benefit from the proceedings at the end of the spell season or cultivation season. While the gold we mine in Port Harcourt, in Uyo, Eket, in Calabar, in Imo, they all belong to the north. They use the proceedings to pay salary to the north. You see, I'm telling you, the cheating is too much. The only thing I know is that Saddam Sokoto, the emir of Kanu, the rest of them in north are parasites. They are parasitic in nature, depending on the natural resources, proceedings from our God-given endowment. They pay salary to all the civil servants there. The only solution to this kind of subjugation and slavery is to dismember Nigeria. Disintegration of Nigeria has come to stay, and I'm assuring you, it is not negotiable. It is a must that Nigeria must divide. I am feeling cheated as a man that hails from southeastern region of Biafra. It matters most. Kanu came with many law books, international and local. Come and show me where it is treasonable felony when someone is agitating for self-determination. It is allowed everywhere in the world. I don't really understand. I'm not trying to deviate from the question you give me, but I want to tell you that Kanu is well educated with both local and international law. And Omotocho is a law illiterate, law blind and history blind, to have failed indicated where this law, Kanu went to jail, is embedded in Nigerian constitution. So what I'm trying to say, it is not that the whole world the superpower might be interested. I just want to alter your question. In Biafra case, Kanu case, they are interested. Might should not be there. Do you know what? Canada has listed Nigeria into their black book of terrorism. Canada believe that Nigerian politicians exuding Nigeria into Canada are escaping terrorists from this contraption to cause obstruction in Canada. They have been barred. Nigerian politicians have been barred from entering Canada. Why? Because of spate of terrorism. 2, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu illegal incarceration. I don't know what you understand. It's not due to bad governance. They know us over there that government of this part of the world is bad. But what scares Canada and other superpower countries from allowing Nigerians, especially politicians, visa, is because of spate of insurgency that erupted since 2009-10 in Nigeria. It's getting to 2 decades. We're in 2026, just remaining 3 years. Insurgency has lasted 2 decades in Nigeria. A shameful thing. If something like that is happening in any contraction or country, and government of the day of that country could not contain it or curtail it within 24 hours, you will know that there is official structure. Both federal and the state structures are involved in such, let me say, crisis. We are facing security crisis right from the administration of Yar'Adua, the late Nigerian president. Yar'Adua, and it's getting to 2 decades Now, we've not conquered insurgency or insecurity. So what are we saying? The world superpower are gathering momentum themselves, and the Biafra is gathering strength. Because when they gather all the informations, they are coming to strike. There are many sanctions and embargo about to unleash on Nigeria by United Nations and member nations. What Ngozi Orebeze, Dr. Ngozi Orebeze, Her Excellency, is doing in the faraway United States of America is welcomed by every Biafra in diaspora and in Biafra land. Because that young woman has done much well. Ogenkere, I don't know, you have never mentioned any one of them, I've never criticized any one of them. My plea is abide by the rule, abide by unity, abide by consensus and convention. Let us join together and work out a stronger Biafra nation. Ngozi Orebeze, our Prime Minister in exile since arrest of His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, she is doing well. I mean, Ngozi Orebeze is doing well. Ogenkere fashion, I don't know why you people are aggrieved. But all I know is that state of Georgia has allowed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu citizenship, and this time around, Congressman has made it possible that one of us, not one of us, our Prime Minister is in exile, is now one of the lawmakers in America. State of Georgia has actually allowed him in. So that is a bigger achievement. And that does Aso Rock is tensed up, because what Tinubu has bargained is not what he's getting right now. Trying to use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as bait during 2027 presidential election is a craft, is a scheming that has actually failed. Whether allowing presidential pardon without conditions, Tinubu, no, we are not going to vote for you. We don't like you. We hate what you are doing. You are not a true leader. You are not a lover of Igbo man. You destroyed many of our properties while you are governor here. When you left here as governor, you become godfather, pocketed Lagos, giving instruction and the instructions on demolition of Igbo properties. Our properties in Lagos. We can never vote for you. Then again, pardoning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, on what ground did he commit crime? You are Mazi Nnamdi Kanu who commits crime. You committed crime by not allowing court rulings to stand, court contemption. You are the one that should be pardoned by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Tinubu, you can't jail Nnamdi Kanu. And you did not jail him, you seized him, you abducted him into Sokoto Correctional Center using the most dogged, rubbish Chief Justice I've ever witnessed in my life. James Omotocho, God will still punish you forever. I'm saying it as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said it. I'm saying it too as an Igbo man. It is so painful the way a modern Nigerian nation state is treating Igbo man. Bandits are celebrating with money they realize from their various kidnapping operations, while Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is suffering from justice, righteousness, and what? Agitation. He actually, performed in the past as one of the best. He chartered Guinness Book of Record, the best agitation group leader in the world. He is suffering from justice. The injustice meted on the continent of Africa for the black Africans is the reason why Kanu is suffering there. Kanu is not there only for Igbo man, mind you. Kanu is there for you and I. Kanu is there for every black man on the continent, that continent of Africa. Kanu is the one opening our eyes. Yeah, a candle on the mountain top in Africa. That is what Kanu represents.
That brings me to my question, because currently I heard a Biafran agitator online crying and commenting how for someone to seek for freedom has become a terrorism in Nigeria, because currently the list that came out really exposed a lot of things, and that has triggered what eyes to actually look into this case. How the name for the terrorist sponsors was released, and Simon Ekpa's name was among the list. What would you have to say on this?
No, that is one of the vices, the Igbo man is facing in Nigeria.
Are they trying to tell the world powers that the Biafrans are terrorist group?
Yes. Do you know why? That is where Tinubu is heading to. He went into agreement with the Fulani Janjaweeds. Yeah, they actually documented it that is not going to allow Biafra to go. So that's why after the proscription in the previous administration,
They documented it.
This current administration followed up. And you could see that neither Igbo man nor Yoruba man is a terrorist. But Tinubu has succeeded on calling Yoruba man, Yoruba people terrorists. If he could uphold what Buhari did in the past and have the gut to enlist Mazi Samuel Ekpa's name among the terrorist sponsors, he has succeeded on calling his own Monna terrorists. You know why? In Dubai, the names of the terrorist sponsors were compiled, properly documented during Buhari administration, sent to him. After going through, he actually found out that the game was over. He was number one. Buhari was number one. You don't know? The grand patron of the number 4th deadliest terrorist organization in the world, that's a Hessman, is Buhari. They compare his name. Then the names of others were the names they actually discovered their bank accounts in the UAE. How money flow, exude, in and out into Nigeria. They track the money, they are using it to sponsor terrorism in conjunction with Obama USAID. Obama is actually fingered. That US aid, the money, Nigeria is using their own to sponsor Boko Haram during Buhari regime. You see the kind of person Obama is. Obama is a dangerous figure in the USA. He has many cases to answer. Obama is evil. So what happened is that after going through that list, the Buhari administration found out that it was all Fulani elites, northern elders. So that's why they work with Tinubu to follow up with proscription of IPOB as a terrorist organization. And you can see what actually chartered the entire social media platform. Simon Ekpanjoko's name, inclusion on names of people sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. So people was like, wow, even United Nations, everywhere in the world, people started agitating. See, to the level that Finland has actually stood up and said no. If you study what is going on in Finland, it's heading to releasing of EPA, and EPA actually is coming out.